I know that there's a lot of moms out there that they're not capable or they're not able to go out there and then meet the public and talk about her.
That's very true.
I was a shy person, I'll tell you. But the minute my daughter passed away, they said, I told myself, I said, they messed with me and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen again.
And they messed with the wrong mom.
With the wrong mom, exactly. And they don't like me. I really don't care. The insurance company, it's their problem. It really is. Because what I did, I made a promise for my daughter. Our family made a promise to our daughter. We're going to keep her legacy alive. So whoever's out there that lost a child, I really tell them that you need to, there is a reason for that kid that was born. There is a reason that God gave us this child. And we all have a purpose that we're born, right? But at least when we die, you're leaving something, a legacy. So Nataline left me with a lot of things that I'm going to be changing. I'm going to make big changes and wait until you see what's going to happen.
What is your main mission?
My main mission is there's a law out there. There's a law out there that's called ERISA law, E-R-I-S-A law. They can look it up. They can Google it. It looks like it's a good law, but it's not a good law. What it is if you have insurance through your employer, ERISA law applies, meaning they could deny your care. You can't do anything about it. In our case, we had our insurance. We pay for it. It's not free. We pay for it every month. Mm-hmm. We got denied, and they don't care. Why? Because it backs to ERISA law. And even if you try to sue them, you can't. Our case was thrown out. That's another story I need to talk to you about because of ERISA law. So now what my main mission is, I've gone through Washington many times. I've gone to the markup room where they make the changes, the laws. I've gone to that line where you have to wait, and the person that goes in first is basically prioritizes everything, right? Mm-hmm. And who was able to get in before me is the insurance company. Why? Because they hired a homeless person, and that's another story again that I need to tell you. So there's so many things that I've learned this December is going to be her 6 years passing. So within that period of time, and prior to that, I've learned a lot as a mom. And I want to share that with other moms that they lost their child. They should talk about it. They should not just close their doors.
Or even if they didn't lose a child, someone that maybe will go into something like this. I mean, God forbid. I mean, if a child is sick, I mean, parents should be aware of
They should be.
Everything.
But you know what? Unfortunately, they don't want to talk about this because they think that that's not going to happen to them. But at least what I'm saying, at least if you did lose a child, if you had a sick child, if you know somebody that's ill, go out there and then try to make that change. I know I am, and I know I'm saving lives every day. I know I'm going to make a lot of changes, and it's happening now, but my daughter's not coming back. I know that. I've convinced myself. But again, I can't do this alone.
No.
Right?
No.
I can't. So I need help too.
You definitely do.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here, to get my story out. My story is it's not private. It's in public. But you know what? I really don't care. Because my point is, what my mission is, at the end, Hilda will be saving a lot of lives.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, if that law changes, it will make a very big difference for every single individual.
Yes.
Now the foundation, basically, you do events.
I do events. To go back to the Mercedes-Benz event that you were there, July 13, 2013, it was our 6th annual Fashion Legacy, and the first dress, second dress, third dress. This time it was the 6th dress that Paula too brought to life, and again Talia wore it.
It was beautiful.
And she's beautiful too, so it makes the package looks really good. And Mercedes-Benz offers that the whole venue to us. And on top of it, they make a donation. And the publicity. And this year, it was incredible. We had a couple of mayors. We got council members. We had Brad Sherman's office, where they came and honored us. They honored my son for his dedication, what he did to his sister.
I did notice that your son was very, very dedicated also.
Very dedicated. He's the type of a person, he does things behind the scene. He doesn't, you don't see it.
Him.
But again, I'm so glad he was honored because he earned it. He really did. And as a mom, It's okay. It's fine because I'm her mom. I need to. It's my duty to keep my daughter's legacy alive. And I just hope I wish every mom is like me. I think. I mean, I look at myself. I look at my story, and I do cry. I mean, don't look at me. I'm strong right now.
Sure.
It's very emotional at events, at gatherings.
You know, they say don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Look at the inside.
Exactly.
And you need to be strong to basically achieve what your goal is. And you need to be strong.
I have to be. I pray a lot too, let me tell you. I pray a lot too. And I'm a believer. And I think that's what's making me stronger too. Because I do believe that I'm going to see my daughter one of these days. But unfortunately, I can't enjoy her now. That's the thing. Like, it bothers me. It kills me. But the things that I'm doing to keep her legacy, it's helping me a lot. I feel she's part of me. Sometimes there's a lot of ideas that comes to me and I go, really? That's me? I brought that idea? No, it's not Nataline. And she comes to my dreams. She does send me messages. And she's with me, I know. But unfortunately, like, I can't touch her. I can't go shopping with her. I can't enjoy her. It's different. Our life has changed.
I'm sure.
So, and I'm making it where, yes, it has changed, but the negativity, I'm putting it aside. I want to be positive. I want to be around positive people. Somebody tells me negative thing, I just try to avoid it. They can be on the other side, and I just want to aim because I have a mission. And then I have Consumer Watchdog. I have the California Nurses Association. I have a lot of people that...
Which is really good.
It's very good. And guiding me, helping me. So, and politicians now, I mean, it's very good. And my next thing is to go back to Congress.
I was just going to say, what is your next step?
My next step is to go to Congress and lay this out. They know my story. The president knows my story. He knows. It's just everyone wants to do what is best for them, and that's not right. It's about the American people. It's American citizens. It's human beings, not their pocket.
That's very true. You gave me something that is beautiful. It's, I believe, some poems that she wrote.
Well, we discovered this after Nataline passed away again. There's a lot of things that we discovered. So this piece of poem, there's 3 sections of this poem. Nataline wrote this.
It's called My Thoughts.
One of them. Well, yeah, the title is My Thoughts. And she gave this to a very close friend of hers during school years. And she told her, keep this is a secret. She just gave it to her. So when Nataline passed away, it was all over the news, all over media. They were covering her story. She saw it. Her girlfriend saw it. Saw that Nataline passed away. And right away she got a hold of my son and told him, I have something valuable that Nataline left me, and said, it's a secret. I want to give it to you. We asked her to come over. She came. She brought the piece of paper. The minute I saw it, I knew it was Nataline's, writing.
Her writing.
Because I know Nataline had very neat handwriting, very neat. And what I did is, the first thing I did as a mom, I went to her room. I went through her journals. And I found one similar size of the piece of paper.
Yes.
I pulled it out. It was a burgundy. It was made with, the cover is all pearls, but they were cross pearls.
Oh, wow.
Cross. And I opened it.
Amazing.
I put the piece of paper in there. It matched. So it was my daughter. So at her funeral, the arrangement that was made, it was put together, and it was passed out to everyone. And I had this read by very important people in my life, who I believe and I trust, and they had given me the strength. And one of them is our own Sarpazan, Mushakh Sarpazan, that when my daughter passed away, he was with us. He prayed, and he told me, he made me promise him that I'm going to be a strong mom. And I didn't know why I was promising. I didn't know, because I didn't know my daughter was going to pass away. And he made me promise him. And the minute I said, I promise you that I'm going to be strong, I guess that was it. I didn't know. Now I know. I'm realizing that he's one of the individuals that keeps me strong and helps me. He really does.
Archbishop Moshe Mardrosy.
I yeah.
How difficult is your mission?
It's difficult. I can't do it alone. It takes time. It takes money. It takes effort. It takes dedication, stress, blood pressure going up, a lot of emotions, because not everyone cares unless it happens to them. But I want to tell the American people, they need to wake up. Yes, we're all hardworking individuals. We have families, we have bills, we have different things in our lives that we have to follow. But guess what? This medical industry, and we need to focus on other things in our life too, because the American, our government keeps us busy for a reason. So we won't go through and see what they're doing behind stage. When I went to Washington a few times, I noticed when I was in that markup room, I noticed all the votes were going on. I didn't vote for these. Why is this going? It's passing. I didn't do that. So there's millions and billions of people like me that don't know what goes on in Washington. And we're hardworking people here. And the only time we know about this is when something very tragic happened to us or our family.
But not a lot of people will go as in debt as you are, and to try to make a difference for others. I mean, I know quite a few people that, I mean, unfortunately, somebody passes away and, they mourn, they go through it, but they don't do anything about it. You are a very unique individual, and I give you a lot of credit.
Thank you.
For actually wanting to do something like this. Your whole family is amazing, and I am truly blessed that I got to have the honor of meeting you. I could only wish you the very best, because it's not easy.
No.
And I'm sure it takes a lot of the financial also.
Yes.
Aside from the emotional, which we all I could only imagine. Now let's talk about the finances. The foundation is a nonprofit.
Yes.
How do you go through all the funding, though?
We have, the fashion show.
I know you have a scholarship.
Yes, we do. We give out scholarships. We give out, there's a few requirements, mandatory requirements. The first one is culinary art school. Nataline loved to cook. She was very, when I had guests, I didn't have to worry about the table. I didn't have to worry about anything, to be honest. She is very huraser, okay? So...
hospitable.
So, because she loved cooking, she loved baking. We as a family decided, okay, let's give a chance, a hope to a student that want to go to culinary art school. That's one of them. Fashion school we give to because she was going to be a fashion designer and she wanted to go to fashion school. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. At least if I could see another child go through that, it helps me a lot. And then the third one is medical. Medical, we decided as a family because we're short of nurses and doctors.
Hilda, I know that I want you on the show again because there is so much that we did not cover and that the foundation does, a lot more stuff. The only thing that I could honestly say is I honestly wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope that everyone that watches our show this evening will help to understand the mission, the dedication that a mom has, truly a super mom.
Thank you.
And I hope that you will accomplish, and I'm sure with your with your ability and your dedication, I'm sure, and with Nataline inside,
part of me, yes.
Part of you,
yes.
I'm sure you will accomplish that. Thank you very much for watching Lights on LA. Have a very nice evening. Good night.